Alright, I'm back with another recording. Um, it is 5 in the afternoon. I wanted to grind earlier, but we had to go get some lunch, and it took a while. So, yeah. Sorry for starting day 20 super late in the day. But, at least we're back. And we have to go get another drop here in the Dusty Dunes Desert. Because if I don't get all the drops here, I will fail the challenge. And now my target for this recording is the Crested Buka, which has a 4 in 128 chance of dropping a picnic lunch. So yeah, we gotta find a Crested Buka, single it out, and then put it in a save state, and then start grinding. In which it will most likely take a while, because 4 in 128 is rare. I haven't even recorded for 5 minutes, and Jeff already got a sunstroke. Okay, that is not what we want. We gotta get a Crested Buka, in which they do not want to spawn. Oh, Criminal Caterpillar. Sure, let's go ahead and get in the way. This isn't the Crested Buka here. This is the Skelpion, in which we will grind for this guy's drop later. So yeah, the Skelpion is not important right now. What? I wasn't even trying to grind for that, and I got the Skelpion's drop. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? What is this? What is this ungodly luck? What is this? What is this? So I wasn't even trying to grind for the Skelpion's drop yet, and then I end up getting their drop anyway on the first try? Sure. Sure. There's no way that just happened. Well, there's the Skelpion's drop, so, and we have a Crested Buka, so we got it singled out. Wait, actually, okay, it works. It works. No enemies are gonna group up with this guy. All right, so let's start grinding. No shot we get this guy's drop on the first try as well, right? Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Now, unlike the Bad Buffalo, which I did yesterday, the Crested Buka isn't painful to fight. Like, they are really easy to take down. Smash hit. Oh, I'm just now realizing Paula is low on HP. Okay, once we get the Crested Buka's drop, I'm gonna heal Paula up. Okay, he missed. Oh yeah, when I first did this challenge and I was getting the Crested Bukas drop, if I'm being honest, I was thinking about cheating. Yeah, I never mentioned that until now, but when I was grinding for this enemy's drop, I was thinking about cheating. See, I was gonna kill a cute little UFO, which has a guaranteed drop, to drop a bunch of food items, and one of those being a picnic lunch, in which the Crested Buka just so happens to drop picnic lunches sometimes. So what I was going to do was kill a cute little UFO, pray that I get a picnic lunch from it, and then document it, and then lie and say I got the Crested Buka's drop. But then I thought to myself, yeah, I'm not about to get called out as a cheater. So I actually sat there and grinded for the Crested Buka's drop. I mean, I technically did cheat the first time I did this challenge, but come on. It took me 7 hours. And I still didn't get the drop. And for those who don't know, the first time I did this challenge, when I was getting Captain Strong's drop, which is a boss you only fight once in the entire game, I was trying to get his drop, which is a 4 in 128 chance for some stupid reason. Like, how are you gonna make me fight him once in the entire game, but then have his drop be low? It took so long to get the drop, which was 7 hours, and I still didn't end up getting the drop. So after 7 hours of endless attempts to try and get Captain Strong's drop, I was like, you know what? I'm disqualifying his drop. It doesn't count towards the challenge anymore. So yeah, I technically cheated the first time I did this challenge. But in this redemption, I actually did manage to get his drop, so good job to me. Like, seriously, attempt this challenge yourself, and you'll understand the pain of having to get Captain Strong's drop. Go ahead and attempt this challenge yourself. Actually, please don't do that. No, like, seriously, please don't do that. And keep in mind, the only reason I'm doing this challenge again is because I want to make another EarthBound enemy drop challenge movie. But with actual gameplay this time, because the first time I made the movie, I didn't have any gameplay, because I never recorded it. So yeah, that one comment on that movie is the reason why I'm actually recording myself doing this. That one comment, and if you are that commenter, thanks, because you're putting me in pain again. Oh yeah, and when I do eventually make the movie again, I'm actually gonna tell more of a story instead of just getting straight to the point. Because I'm being honest, I've always been like that. You know, I don't really like to get sidetracked when like talking to people. I'm I'm always just so genuine and just so straight up. If you get what I mean. Because like, okay, why are you wasting my time? Just get to the point. But yeah, I'll try to tell more of a story instead of just basically saying the same lines over and over again. Because in the movie, I was like, I started off by getting this enemy's drop, and then I moved on to this enemy's drop. This enemy's drop took me around 3 hours to get, but I eventually got this enemy's drop. And then finally, I got this enemy's drop. And I could finally call this location complete. Like, that's basically what most of the movie was. Like, there were some occasional jokes thrown in, but I didn't really tell much of a story. Because if I'm being honest, that was actually the first time I've ever actually had to use a script for a video. Like, in pretty much all of my other videos, I don't have a script. Like, I'm literally just throwing words out of my mouth right now. Oh, he just killed Paula. Oh, you monkey. You monkeys. Why'd you both miss? How did both of you miss? But yeah, I just say random stuff most of the time in my videos. Like, I don't really have like specific lines that I want to say. Like, you think YouTubers just instantly know what words they want to say? No, that's not true. Like, they just say random words. And when they do know what they want to say, they usually have a script. So in that movie, that was actually the first time I've had to use a script for a video. And the first time I've actually written a script. And it was 36 pages long, so that was fun. And no, I'm not joking. It was actually 36 pages. And since I like talking about the EarthBound Enemy Drop Challenge movie, why don't you guys go check that video out? Because it took me literal weeks to make. So yeah, if you watch it, that shows that you show appreciation for my hard work. I didn't say nothing. I didn't almost swear. Nope, that was just your imagination. I didn't almost swear. You're thinking things wrong. Like, yeah, it shows like you show appreciation for my hard work on that video. Because again, it took me like 2 weeks to make. Okay, we're about 16 minutes into the recording. But that is normal. Because getting drops with odds like 4 in 128, they normally take this long. If not longer than 16 minutes. So yeah, this is a normal time frame. So what you guys just saw with the Scorpion was just complete luck. Like I wasn't even trying to grind for that guy's drop yet. I was actually gonna get their drop after the Crested Buka. But no, I just somehow managed to get it on the first try because luck was on my side. Like, dude, you know how incredibly lucky you have to be to get a drop this low of odds on the first try? You have to be insanely lucky. Yet I somehow did it twice. Once with the slimy little pile in chapter 3, and then the second time was here. Oh yeah, and then once we get the Crusted Buka's drop, in the next recording, I'm gonna have to move on to the most dreaded enemy besides the Smiling Sphere. The freaking Desert Wolf. Like, dude, I hate fighting the Desert Wolf. They do so much damage to you with their biting attacks. Oh yeah, and on top of that, they can poison you. So that's great. Not only do they deal so much damage with normal biting attacks, they can poison you as well, adding extra damage. Like seriously, why are some of the enemies you fight in this game actually so cracked at this game? Like you could literally put them in a fight with Mike Tyson and they would probably win. Oh yeah, not to mention that the Desert Wolf can also group up with the Bad Buffalo, which is also an annoying enemy to fight. Because just like the Desert Wolf, they do so much damage to you. Oh yeah, and they take a crap ton of hits to kill. So yeah, if you fight a Desert Wolf alone, give up on the game. Just give up trying to play EarthBound. But if you have to fight a Desert Wolf that's grouped up with a Bad Buffalo, giving you twice the trouble, yeah, just throw your whole game system away, bro. Matter of fact, don't even play any more video games after that. I'm obviously joking, by the way. You don't gotta throw your whole gaming console out the window just because of 2 enemies that you have to fight. And Paula's dead. Again. But if I get the drop, I'm still taking it. Even if Paula is dead. Okay, we didn't get the drop. Oh yeah, when I was documenting myself getting the Crested Bukas drop the first time I did this challenge, and I was doing research for the documentation I meant, I found out that Crested Bukas are actually birds. Now sit down and ask yourself, does this thing really look like a bird? If anything, they look like lizards. Like, I don't know, man. I don't see bird when I think of the Crested Buka. Like, what part of the Crested Buka makes them look like birds? And even if they are birds, how come they have no feathers? Because last time I checked, pretty much all birds have feathers, including flightless birds. So yeah, and another thing to prove that these guys clearly aren't birds. They don't have wings. You can clearly see that their top limbs are clearly fists, in which birds don't have fists. They have wings. Look at that. That's clearly a fist. So I genuinely don't understand how these things are birds. I mean, even though I do think they look more like lizards, I don't even know if they are lizards. I just don't know what even, like, genuinely, what is a Crested Buka? Like, what animal is it supposed to be? Because, a lot of the enemies you fight in this game are based off of real-world animals and real-world objects you find every day. You got the coil snake, which is a snake, the spiteful crow, which is a crow. Then you got the scorpion, which is a scorpion, the bad buffalo, which is a buffalo, the desert wolf, which is a wolf, the criminal caterpillar, which is a caterpillar. But then you got the Crested Buka, in which you have no idea what they are supposed to be. And Paula's dead. Okay, almost 25 and a half minutes into the recording. It has taken a bit of a while, but we're bound to get it eventually. Because none of these drops are impossible to get. It's just that it's just completely dependent on luck, so it feels impossible. But keep in mind, every time you fight an enemy and you're trying to do this challenge, the enemy has the drop. The game just has to calculate who in the party has the drop. And they have to calculate what's the percentage of this enemy dropping the drop. So right now, because the Crested Buka is singled out, the game automatically knows that the Crested Buka has their item. Because basically how the drops are decided at the start of a battle is that the game is like, how many enemies are in the party to choose from? And then once it figures that out, it then decides which enemy during the battle will have their item. Since the Crested Buka is singled out, the game knows that the Crested Buka should automatically have its drop. So the game knows the Crested Buka has their drop because it's the only decision to make. And then the game says, what's the percentage of the Crested Buka dropping their item? Which is 4 in 128 chance. So yeah, every encounter that you face in every battle you will ever fight in this game, an enemy will actually have an item at the start of a battle. They just have to calculate the percentages of them dropping it, which most enemies have low drop rates. Oh, he missed. He missed. So yeah, we just have to hope that the game will let us land on that 4 in 128 chance of the Crested Buka dropping the picnic lunch. Dude, once I get the Desert Wolves drop later today, I'm going to eat my dinner so fast, bro. Because from lunch, I decided to take a burger with me, so I'm gonna eat that for dinner. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that burger. And if you guys knew me in real life, you would know that I'm a huge fan of burgers. Like, you could take me to literally any sit-down restaurant you could think of, and I'll probably order a burger most of the time. But dude, I love burgers, okay? Burgers are good. Like, burgers are easily top 5 of my favorite foods. Easily top 5. Okay, we're about 32 minutes into the recording. Now, I'm obviously praying it doesn't take as long as the Bad Buffaloes drop from yesterday. Because the Bad Buffaloes drop took me like 35 minutes to get. So I'm really hoping it doesn't take as long to get the Crested Bukas drop. How do both of you miss? Alright, let's see. Drop it right now. You didn't drop it. Alright, 33 minutes into the recording. He missed. Will he drop the picnic lunch? Let's find out. Right now. You didn't. Okay, we're almost 34 minutes into the recording. Now I'm gonna throw in a little prediction. I'm gonna say we're gonna get the Crested Bukas drop within the next 5 minutes. So if you don't get the drop around the 39-minute mark of the recording, then my prediction will have failed. Okay, so we got 5 minutes. Brother. Thank you, Ness. You literally carried the team, and Paul and Jeff sold. Okay, we have 4 minutes left until the prediction fails. Okay, smash hit. Come on, drop it. Right now. Bro. Okay, bro. 4 and 128 is not this difficult to get. It's not this difficult to get, bro. It should not take almost 40 minutes. But that's the thing with this challenge. You never know how long it's gonna take to get an enemy's drop, because everything's dependent on luck. Like literally almost everything about this challenge is dependent on luck. So I don't want to see any comments saying, "Oh, that's a skill issue, Gamer Melly. That's MM2." It's not a skill issue, bro. It's not a skill issue if it's dependent on luck. I can't get good at something that's dependent on luck. Okay, we have about 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes left until the prediction fails. Almost 2 minutes now. Hey, he did 141 damage. And 141 is how many drops there are. Yes! Oh, let's go. Yes. Yes. Yes, sir. Come on. My prediction was right. We got the drop. It took around 37 minutes. So it did take longer than the Bad Buffalo, which I thought wasn't going to happen, but it did. Okay. I'm going to give this to Paula. And then I'm going to heal her up. Alright, let's save the game. Alright, that's it for this recording. And that's good that we got 2 drops in this recording. We got the Scorpions drop accidentally on the first try. And we got the Crested Bukas drop. Alright, I'll see you guys later.